Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It is Tuesday, the 25th day of June. It's our daughter's birthday.
Isn't that
Can you believe
great?
that?
I know.
Our baby girl is 23. How did that happen?
Know.
It's also Bourdain Day, Color TV Day, Gin Day. You could celebrate that. A Global Beatles Day. I like the Beatles. Heidi is not a fan. How crazy is that?
Not a fan.
Goat's Cheese Day today. Catfish Day. What else do we have? Croatian Wine Day. Strawberry Parfait Day. There's so many things to celebrate. So all of these things happening today. And it is a Tuesday. And we're going to have Heidi's dad join us for a fun little thing we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
And I am so excited for Charlie. He's looking really good.
He's looking so good.
Charlie has Parkinson's, and he was not doing great for a while. And he's got a bracelet that he's wearing now, and that has made a huge
totally
difference.
changed his life.
So it's unbelievable. And if you have questions on that, if you reach out, I'll give you more details on it. But I'm ecstatically happy for Charlie. Coming up in a bit, we'll chat with him. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
If you want a better credit card, it can be easy and not so hard. BetterCreditCards.com. Earn more points and get more perks. Get what you're looking for in a card that works. BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. These days, a game is not just a game, according to Fandom's 4th annual Inside Gaming Report. Dun, dun, dun. They say video games are increasingly seen as a form of personal expression, exploring one's identity and providing empowerment and confidence in one's real life. Creative and world-building focus games like Minecraft and Roblox and Fortnite lead the charge in helping to tick those boxes, by the way. Other findings in Fandom's survey of 5,000 entertainment and video game fans include 46% of gamers' top reason for playing is not stress relief, but creativity, imagination, and self-expression. And 32% said they want their in-game appearance to more accurately mirror their real physical appearance. So some of these games you get to create a little avatar of what you look like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because I've seen some people create little avatars of themselves. And I'm like, have you ever seen yourself?
Do you have a
That
mirror?
looks nothing like you. You are not a ninja in real life, just so you know. All right, there we go. That is surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
It's rad. It's bad. It's 80s. The coolest rock vacation of the summer. Retromania Live. August 21st through 25th, the Mansion Theater. Starring Vince Neil, Bobby Brown, Casey and the Sunshine Band, Night Ranger, Tom Kiefer, Tiffany, Lou Graham, Pauly Shore, celebrity autograph signing, costume parties, and more. Single day tickets on sale now at RetromaniaLive.com. Produced by Branson Star Entertainment.
Did you know? Brought to you by GenesisGoldIRA.com. Heidi, did you know that hackers uncovered a flaw in Hotmail's security back in 1999? It allowed them to get into any email account by typing for a password.
Really?
Yeah, it was the most widespread security incident in the history of the internet. The group that took responsibility for the flaw's exposure, known as Hackers Unite, claimed they didn't want to destroy anything, but by leaking it, rather they wanted to make sure that it got the attention that they needed. And they wanted the people at Microsoft to quit doing stuff like this. Because apparently they had other things where they would unintentionally leave a back door for Microsoft's engineers to get in and do things. But Microsoft never admitted. They said it was an unknown security issue. Mm-hmm. So they got it fixed, apparently. We don't know everything, but now we know this. Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by RadioSavings.com. Kevin Costner says he just might make a Yellowstone comeback after all. So he said he would be willing to return to the series. Recently, he was saying that he didn't want to go back, but now it's like, okay, you know what? Yeah, I might do that. So I don't know what's going on with Kevin Costner.
Must have been a nice
He's playing hard to get.
Incentive to...
Yeah. Get a feeling they threw a bunch of money at him. And
right.
He's like, okay, I might do that. And Neverland Ranch has been cleared as the site for a major filming location in the new Michael Jackson biopic, Michael. about 300 people given permission to shoot with the infamous property. Again, this is going to be kind of a neat thing. It's a relative of his that'll actually be playing him, Jafar Jackson. That's his real-life nephew. And I've been told that there's like a resemblance that's uncanny, and people are super excited about that film. Martin Scorsese is excited to shoot a documentary in Sicily about ancient shipwrecks in the Mediterranean Sea. Does that just seem weird that Martin Scorsese is the one doing this?
Yeah, a little.
That just seems a little different to me, but I bet it'll be nice. Big screen, little screen, brought to you by radiosavings.com.
Do you have a mobile phone? How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. First thing I'm going to do is just read this. This is actually could have probably been a fun fact later, but did you know that sunset on Mars are blue?
I did not.
So like our sunsets are like an orangish color,
I bet
but
that would be very pretty.
They say that their sunsets, instead of having like an orange atmosphere, it's a blue atmosphere. So that's kind of interesting. And then we'll get to the story over here. The new corporate trend that you might really want to get behind is called being unbossed. Do you want to be unbossed, Heidi?
I'm not ever bossed the way
Does
it
not
is.
having a boss on site sound good to you? According to Live Data Technologies, middle manager layoffs have increased to more than 30% from pre-pandemic times. That means as companies cut back on costs and reduce headcounts, many workers are finding themselves without a boss, like no direct supervisor. Employment experts say that while at first the concept might sound awesome, workers must remember that they still have responsibilities and they need to still be accountable to somebody. It might not just be somebody that's like right there in the building. In addition, junior workers might miss out on valuable coaching and development that boss would have given if he or she was still there. That kind of makes sense, doesn't it?
No, absolutely.
Some employees have found themselves without someone directly to report to, and they say not only do they miss having someone to run to with a problem or a question, they miss the comfort of having someone to bounce ideas off as well, or simply miss the camaraderie
And to
the
take the
support
blame when things go wrong.
of having a voice in their corner. The perks, those might include fewer team meetings, fewer one-on-one meetings, and let's be honest, the occasional long lunch break or 4-day work week if you need to, because there's nobody there to check. Here's the thing that I will say. I've worked in conditions where I did not have a boss on site, and I've worked in conditions where I had a boss like a little too close on site.
Yeah.
And honestly, for me, I've never minded having a boss. Because here's the thing that I liked about it is then you're not just a number. When you're in a giant company and there's nobody who knows who you are,
Yep.
like your value in that company is diminished because
that's
in
true.
their mind, it's like anybody could do what that number does. So I don't know. Be careful about the whole no boss thing. Scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com.
Can your IRA or 401k stand up to the next financial crisis? By allocating a percentage of your retirement into physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover, you can diversify and safeguard your holdings from turbulent markets and economic downturns. Safeguard your assets with a tax-free rollover with a Genesis Gold IRA, the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Protect your retirement today with a simple phone call and receive your free gold and silver guide. Call 1-800-200-GOLD or visit genesisgoldira.com.
Time now for my favorite program, something we do every Tuesday just because we can. It's a little program we like to call Tuesdays with Charlie.
Tuesdays with Charlie on the John and Heidi Show.
Charlie, what do you got for us
Back
today?
in the studio.
Yeah, you're here.
Did you say that you call me every Tuesday?
Well, I used to call you. Now I just look at you. You're over on the other side of the studio.
I was gonna say,
Although I can't even see you because
there's
our-
a big screen in
yeah,
front of me.
Our computer monitor that is sitting over there right now is cartoonishly big, so I literally can't even see Charlie.
It works pretty good that way, too.
I think Charlie likes
Dad
it
likes
that
it
way.
better.
Yeah, you got a much better view looking at that than me. So what do we got today?
Let's see. A Chicago couple won $30 million in the state lottery and did not tell anyone.
Oh, wow.
Not
don't
even
know.
their kids.
Yeah, I don't know if I would tell anybody.
Oh, you would too.
That
You'd
was
tell
a
everybody.
smart move
I
on their
don't
part.
think I would.
You guys would be looking for me forever. Oh, boy. Here's another one. If you have no debt and $10 in your pocket, You have more wealth than 25% of Americans.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
That's cool.
I only got $5 in my pocket. So that makes me 12.5% better.
Something like that, yeah.
Pretty good math, huh?
I don't believe for 1 second that you know what you're doing.
I went to school. I can tell.
I know. I went to the same school as you. That's why I think you know what you're doing.
There's our problem.
Yeah, you guys are both in trouble.
Well, she didn't tell the school that she knew me. The last car to have a cassette deck come as standard equipment, do you know what it was?
No.
A Lexus SC430.
Oh,
Really?
And that was in 2010.
Okay.
Did you have cassettes or 8-tracks?
Cassettes.
Yeah, a lot of my cars had cassettes.
I had 8-tracks. That was another one of them things. What do you want, cassette or 8-track? I'll take the 8-track. Another poor
You
choice.
you also did the whole Betamax thing, which
Yeah.
you're not exactly spot on with your technology choices.
Well, I bought that at a store that my friend run, and he said, "Oh, you got to get the Betamax." I said, "Okay." See how that worked for me? Kind of like my first marriage.
Oh.
She ain't listening anyway, so that's all right. Hey, the world record for fastest 1-mile run by a 5-year-old.
What? Really?
6 minutes and 33 seconds.
Holy cow, that's fast.
And I was up against that little He went by me like a flash.
Fast little guy.
Oh, he was quick. Hey, then the first ever commercial refrigerator was built in Australia in 1856.
No.
All right.
You know why the guy built it?
No, why?
My favorite thing, to keep beer cold.
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
Got tired of drinking that warm beer.
Well, that'll do it.
Hey, you know what?
What's that?
You better have a question for me. 'Cause
Are you ready already?
that was quick, wasn't it?
Holy
was
cow.
quick.
I can't believe that it's over already. Then let me
I
take
can.
Let me take a look at this. How about we'll do this question right here. So there was a cartoon called The Flintstones. You ever see that, Charlie?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Did you like that show?
Nope.
You didn't?
Nope.
Heidi, did you like The Flintstones?
I did like the Flintstones.
I did too. I
It
thought
was
good.
stupid.
Charlie's not a fan, but the views expressed on the Tuesdays with Charlie do not necessarily represent. Well, the Flintstones was the most profitable network cartoon franchise for 30 years. And then a different cartoon knocked him out of that spot. Do you know who it was, Charlie?
Nope.
The Simpsons.
That was The Simpsons.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, it was The Simpsons. So do you like The Simpsons, Charlie?
Nope.
What cartoon do you like? Do you like any cartoons?
No.
Okay. So it's nothing against those particular cartoons. It's cartoons
You
in
didn't
general.
like the Roadrunner?
No.
Really?
What?
Well, what a stupid bird. Well, not him, the coyote.
That was the coyote.
The coyote
yeah.
was
He was an idiot.
Were you ever a kid?
Yeah.
Did you not like
What did you like as a kid?
I'm just a big kid now. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Were
Yeah,
there
you're just
cartoons
so
when you were a child,
lighthearted.
Charlie?
No, we had to draw on a stick.
Etched into cave walls.
Yes. All right. Well, Charlie, thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it, sir.
Bye, Daddy.
I may never come back.
You'll be back.
Bye, Fluff. Bye, John.
Bye-bye. My father-in-law right there, we talk to him every Tuesday just because we can. It's a little program we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
If you want a better credit card, it can be easy and not so hard. BetterCreditCards.com. Earn more points and get more perks. Get what you're looking for in a card that works. BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com.
That's bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The brain cycles that occur when you are asleep also occur when you are awake, but in smaller sections. That means part of your brain is always falling asleep. And for me,
For you, yes.
sometimes it takes over the...
all the time.
Hey, John, are you sleeping again? Huh? What? Yeah, apparently. I don't like to sit down.
Oh, it drives me crazy
Yeah,
because
if
you'll turn something on that I don't even want to watch.
I'll sit
and
down
then I
and
look
fall
at you
asleep.
1 second later. It's like, are you sleeping?
Yep. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
When you exercise, the burned fat metabolizes into carbon dioxide, water, and energy. That means you literally exhale your own fat. That's
Oh,
cool.
interesting.
Yeah. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
It is impossible for most people to lick their own elbow. We've tried.
We have
I can
talked
lick
about
Heidi's
that.
elbow, which that's not part of this equation. And our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The word bi-weekly has two meanings. It means twice a week and once every 2 weeks. So if you're going to be getting paid bi-weekly, make sure you find out which one that is. Will I be getting paid twice a week or every 2 weeks? Because it makes a big difference. Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
It's rad. It's bad. It's 80s. The coolest rock vacation of the summer. Retromania Live. August 21st through 25th, the Mansion Theater. Starring Vince Neil, Bobby Brown, Casey and the Sunshine Band, Night Ranger, Tom Kiefer, Tiffany, Lou Graham, Pauly Shore, celebrity autograph signing, costume parties, and more. Single day tickets on sale now at RetromaniaLive.com. Produced by Branson Star Entertainment.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com. Heidi, according to a survey about summertime, the average number is 5. What are we talking about, though? The number of what is 5 in the summertime? The number of...
Drinks per week.
No, the number of hot days before we break down and turn on the AC. 5 hot days.
5.
For me, it's less than that. For Heidi, it's way longer than that. Heidi would just go all summer without turning on the AC.
I would love to. No, that's not true. At a certain point, I do break down.
Yeah. Well, apparently it's more than 5, though. Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com.
Do you have a mobile phone? How much do you pay every month? If that number is more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current phone. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com. That's Mintervention.com.
Now some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. A British man claims to have the world's oldest cat. Yeah, Leslie Greenbow's tortoiseshell kitty, Millie, is 29 years old. And he credits her long life to lots of treats. He says the cat, which was born in 1995, has never been to the vet and eats a mixed diet of chicken and Purina cat food. He says that his kitty cat is still a spry little thing, although she's a little bit deaf now. Leslie plans to submit Millie to the Guinness World Records, which currently lists 28 years old.
Holy cow.
Flossie as the world's oldest cat. Well, Millie is 29, so there. So I wonder if this cat will turn 30.
How would you verify
don't
its
know.
age for sure?
Cut them in half and count the rings.
I was just going to say that.
Is that what you're going to say?
I was going to say that.
We've been married a long time. We're both a couple of dorks, aren't we? Yeah, she knew one of my stupid jokes the other day, too. It made me both proud and sad at the same time. Weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Time now for the list, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Hydration myth busting, because 'tis the season for hydration, Heidi. Myth number 1, you need to drink 8 glasses of water every day. No, they say how much water you need depends on you. So like how much you exercise, how much you sweat, your age, if you're on medication. There's so many factors involved. You can't just say everybody needs the same thing. That checks out. Myth number 2, water is the only thing that hydrates you. No, they say fruit also does. So do vegetables. So do other water-based foods and non-alcoholic drinks. So there's other ways too. Number 3, coffee is dehydrating. Actually, caffeine in coffee is a mild diuretic, but since you take in more liquid than you lose drinking coffee, it's still actually helping you as well.
Okay.
4, thirst is the only sign of dehydration. No, thirst is one of the first signs. Other signs can include dizziness and weakness, fatigue, headache, dry skin, dry mouth. So if you have any of those things happening, that you probably should have been drinking something a long time ago. And there's some other things on this list if you'd like to read more. They're myth busting for hydration. I've got the whole list in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Can your IRA or 401k stand up to the next financial crisis? By allocating a percentage of your retirement into physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover, you can diversify and safeguard your holdings from turbulent markets and economic downturns. Safeguard your assets with a tax-free rollover with a Genesis Gold IRA, the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Protect your retirement today with a simple phone call and receive your free gold and silver guide. Call 1-800-200-GOLD or visit GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way courtesy of RadioSavings.com. Our quote today is from Sydney Harris. Sydney says, "When I hear somebody sigh, 'Life is hard,' I'm always tempted to ask, 'Compared to what?'"
Yeah.
Yeah,
True
that is
story.
very, very true. And I agree with Sydney J. Harris. Nice quote. Quote of the day comes your way courtesy of RadioSavings.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of GenesisGoldIRA.com. And I think this is an amazing story from Boca Raton, Florida. Incredible rescue. Bystander jumps into the Florida inlet to save a teenager. Yeah, this dramatic water rescue was captured on camera as 3 Good Samaritans leap into the action to save a struggling teen at the inlet there at Boca Raton.
Wow.
Seth Stern found himself with no other choice but to jump into the water when he saw a teen in distress. His arms were in the air, flailing and yelling for help. Stern was at the inlet filming boats for work when he heard cries for help. He said, "I asked him to swim sideways to us on the rocks so I could grab him, but his response was, 'I can't. I don't have the energy.'" With no time to waste, Stern waved down lifeguards, decided to take immediate action himself,
Oh
though.
my
He finally just
gosh.
said, "You know what, I got to jump in there. Nobody knows what's going on." There was a strong rip current near the rocks, really strong undertow, like was pulling people under.
That's terrifying.
2 other men quickly followed Stern's actions, and they jumped in the water as well. They managed to drag the teen back to safety. Lifeguards at Boca Raton also swam out to help. But at that point, I think that everything was pretty much under control.
Wow.
But again, a huge thank you to everybody who stepped up. He says, despite having no formal lifeguard training, Stern's parental instincts kicked in. He said, "I did what any parent would do, and I jumped in. I really don't know how it would have played out if we were not here."
Right.
But we were, so I'm
That's
glad they were.
amazing.
I think that's very amazing. And again, this good news story comes from Boca Raton, Florida, and I've got a link to the video. You can actually see the action happen. Got a link to that in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.